Hi y'all, it's CouGaretta. Thanks for returning to the CouGaretta Talk Show. I appreciate you coming back. And I'd like to give a shout out to my friends and fans who hit me up on Facebook and on YouTube. Feeling the love, thank you. Alright, let's get started. Alright, you're probably wondering, hey, CouGaretta, what's up with the hat? Just returned from the Kentucky Derby. Hope you like the hat and you like my Gretchen hair. Alright, let's get started with this. First off, I'd like to thank my friend Haley. She's one of my biggest fans. Hey, Haley. She sent me my own CouGaretta. She said, hey, CouGaretta, I was watching CeeLo the other night, and he had a kitty cat in his lap, and I thought, CouGaretta needs her a CouGaretta in her lap. Hey, Haley, I like it. Thank you a lot. I appreciate it. Okay, we're going to start off with fan mail. I have my first fan mail. I'm very excited about it. It comes from Bubba, Louisiana, and he has a question for me. He said, hey, CouGaretta, you sure are pretty. Do you have a boyfriend? Are you single? And if you're single, what exactly are you looking for? Well, Bubba, CouGaretta is kind of single. And what I'm looking for? Well, first off, I want a man who's got Jesus in his heart. I'd like to have a man who's got money in his wallet. And I kind of like him a little younger, to be quite honest with you. CouGaretta's full of energy. Quite the attractive woman, as you can see. So, I kind of go after the younger ones. Sure, you can understand that. And I am kind of seeing this one gentleman. I've been seeing him for about 6 months now. Met him there at the church. We occasionally go to church picnics. We sometimes go to a movie here and there and supper. His name is Just In Case. We'll see what happens. Alright, let's get started with life lessons. This life lesson started after the Kentucky Derby this week. I'm sure a lot of you will understand where I'm coming from with this. We were leaving the Kentucky Derby at the end. We won us a little bit of money. CouGaretta made a few little dollars. And anyway, we was leaving, and my friend and I decided we needed to use the facilities. Turns out the only facilities there were for us to use was the porta toilets. CouGaretta, she don't do the porta toilets. So, I told my friend, I can hold it, can you? She said, yep. So, we decided we're going to hold it until we get to the restaurant. So, as we were trying to exit the Churchill Downs, turns out that a lot of other people were exiting the same time we were, and we got a little backed up. What we thought that would take 10 minutes took a total of 25-30 minutes, which my bladder was saying something a little different than what my head was. So, anyway, we get over to the vehicle. My friend says, you know what? We're parked here at my friend's house. Let me knock on her door. Let's see if she's home. So we ding-donged the door. Her friend went home. I looked at my friend and I said, I ain't going to make it. She said, CouGaretta, we only have one choice. That is for you to relieve yourself here in the driveway of my friend's house. CouGaretta was not feeling the love of doing that. I'm a woman of class, and that just wasn't a class. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I know you know what I'm talking about. So, my friend said, just kneel down really close to the back end of my Escalade. Hold on tight. Nobody will see you. I said, all right. So I did. My friend climbed on in the vehicle. Next thing I know, blast of carbon monoxide hit me in the face, knocked me off my 3.5-inch fashion sandals, threw me back onto some pebbles, had pebbles stuck in my backside, and my friend's inside the vehicle getting jiggy with it. So, I did what any woman of class would do, Southern woman that is. I stood up, I polished myself up, fixed my wig, straightened my hat, and I ripped open the car door and said, hey, did you forget, dumb bleep, that I was back there? My friend immediately looked at me with tears starting to roll down her cheeks and said, my bad. My bad. You just blasted me off my fashion sandals. I think you broke my heel. I'm going to have to wobble into the restaurant. She just found that to be pretty funny. I didn't. But this ain't the end of the story. The next thing I know, I hear this little voice say, Meemaw, what is a dumb bleep? CouGaretta turned around. There was this young little child with little ears holding on to her grandma's hand. I looked over at the grandma who did this. Felt really bad. Thought, oh my gosh, I just taught this young child her first bad word. What would people at my Bible study say? Which leads me to, we should all watch what little ears are around us. We should watch what some big ears are around us too. But we should watch what we're saying. Little kids are impressionable, and what we say and what we do, they're paying attention, and that's how they're going to behave. All CouGaretta could think was, oh my gosh, this little kid's gonna say dumb bleep and think of me, this lady of such stature with this beautiful blue hat on, cursing at her friend. Feel bad about it. Oh well, let's get on with the next lesson. Let's go to bringing it back. Bringing it back. This week we're going to bring back one that I love the most too. Almost as much as last week's. It is whoop whoop. Just think about it. Suppose you work for the stock market. The stock market's doing really well that day. Points are up. Everybody's excited. You know what? Instead of going, yay! What if you were to go, stock market's up. We're making money. Whoop whoop. Imagine how that would be. That would cause some excitement. Maybe you're a real estate agent. Maybe you just had yourself a closing. We all know how the market is. Walk into your boss, throw down that commission check and say, hey, I just had a closing for us. Whoop whoop. See how you can do that? Maybe you're just walking down the street, people looking a little sad. Just walk over to them and go, hey, why be sad when you can be happy? Whoop whoop. See what you can do with whoop whoop? I think whoop whoop is a great word to use this week. Give it a shot and see what happens. No matter where you are, maybe in the store you got a great sale. Got a good price on something. Just go, that was a great price at the register. Whoop whoop. See what the register lady does. Bet it puts a smile on her face. All right. Well, we're getting ready to end the show here, but before we do, I'd like to leave you with words of encouragement. These words of encouragement that I'd like to leave you with is energy. We should focus on positive energy, not negative energy. If you get up in your day and you say, hey, this is a crappy day, guess what? You're going to have a crappy day. But what if you got up and faced that day, even though it looks a little crappy, and say, you know what? Crappy day? I'm going to have me a good day. Bet your day will change around, won't it? Bet you'll have you a good old day. Bet you'll get some good things happening to you. And if you come across one of them people having a crappy day, turn the other way and go the other direction. Because you don't need them messing up your day. I know you know what I'm talking about. You might be one of those crappy day people for all I know. If you are, change it around. Give it a shot. Bet you like what CouGaretta just shared with you. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and take off now. This has been our show. I'd like to thank my neighbor friend, Ms. Higgins, for letting me use her backdrop here. And I'd like you to, if you like my show, I'd like you to go ahead and hit subscribe there on the YouTube channel to CouGaretta Talk Show. That way you're always connected with me. And hit me up on Facebook at CouGaretta Talk Show. That's my Facebook fan page. Love to have you as a fan. I'll give you a shout out. And if you're a Twitter fan, hit me up on Twitter at CouGaretta. I'll send you some love, I promise. Help get some more Twitter fans too. I promise. Alright, that's it for this time around. Hope you'll come back and see me next week. Have some surprises up my sleeve next week. I think you're going to love it. See y'all later. Have a great week. Bye now.